So when I graduate high school, my plan is to go to Israel and enlist in the Israeli Defense Forces. I have cousins that have joined the I.D.F. and they tell me about their experiences. Also, I really love Israel and it's something I've been passionate about since I was a little kid. At first, my dad was very supportive and he still is, but my mom, she's obviously like a little bit shaky on the decision. She's questioning it, but recently she's been more supportive of it and she's kind of accepted it more. So I haven't gotten my unit yet, but my number one choice right now is a unit called Golani. It's the I.D.F's first ever unit. They're an infantry unit, and I just want to be in that unit because I've heard they're the best, and I'm going there to be part of the best. So part of my enlistment is a 3-month ulpan, it's called, where you basically go to the base. It's part of the basic training. They teach you Hebrew, they teach you the phrases you need to know, and from all the experiences of my peers and other friends, they've gotten it, so I hope I'll also get it soon. So like the bases in the United States, they're separated between boys and girls and unit by unit. Every unit has around 30 people in it, especially the combat units. Depending on the size of the barracks, soldiers could be together 15 at a time, or 4 at a time, or 5 at a time. It really depends on the situation and the circumstances. With COVID, most likely it's probably going to be around 10 to 15 people per room, like bunk beds, and yeah. So people are allowed to visit me on my time off, and I'm allowed around 8 or so breaks of 4 to 5 days, where a family could come to Israel and I could take 4 to 5 days off. Obviously, I have to check with my commander first, but then family, friends could come to Israel and visit me for around 4 to 5 days, and then I have to return back to base. So after a year of service, I'm allowed a 1 month break where I could return to the States, visit my family, my friends, and that's all paid for as far as the flights and everything goes. But it depends on the circumstances, and I have to check with my commander the availability and all of that. But yeah, I get 1 month break to come back to the States and see family and friends. So the benefits of the I.D.F are really discipline and life lessons that you're taught. You become from a child to a man in about 2 months. Other than that, because I'm a lone soldier, I get double the pay. That's the only real benefit I get from there. But other than that, everything's just like a life benefit, like experience and stuff like that. I have about 4 to 5 friends and people that I know from the States that are joining the I.D.F. However, most likely I won't be with them for long periods of time. I could maybe visit them on my days off in Israel, but other than that, we're probably not going to see each other so much. I have one family which is a very distant relative that I don't even talk to so much. However, there have been many family friends, and other people that have been reaching out to help with housing, food, and whatever else I may need while I'm there. So my actual service in the I.D.F is 18 months. Unless I get into a special forces unit, then I'm probably going to extend to 3 years, but the likelihood of that happening isn't too high. So yeah, my service is 18 months for now. I'm probably going to be in Israel for 2 years. Unless I get into special forces, I'll be there for 3. The best piece of advice that I received about the I.D.F is that it's all a mental game. And if you're there mentally, if you keep pushing yourself, you're going to have your friends to motivate you and you'll get through it. You just have to keep telling yourself that you got it and be confident. I'm looking forward to the change that it's going to bring. To be honest, I don't really know how I'm going to deal with it, what challenges it's going to bring, but I'm kind of going there hoping to change for the better with everything, and let's see what happens.